stupid too, bro. That bitch look precious, man. Can he get to that fucking bowl? Get us in the playoff. What's on, John, brother?
What's that, bro?
As long as I said that shit.
Oh my god.
And they got money to spend. My niggas trading cool. No, 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 no. Oh, son. My white bitch be blonde. The Pickens team, bro. We need to watch out, bro. Yeah. Yeah, my bitch said I'm my MVP. 5 TD. Rushing, we got like 50. Yeah, bro. And talking about he could tackle that. I ain't lying, nigga. It's about the same size, man. He ain't lying. Answer, he don't work out though. Like he said, if he worked out, he'll be like 250. He said he don't even work out. He said, well, like lift. Let me not say work out. I was niggas don't be realizing about basketball. Niggas
No
be
way they
tired,
made
bitch.
no way they made LeBron saying the shit in a song. So.
Yeah, bro. Who grabbed ants, man? I need him. The 85 South Show coming out here. Kevin Porter Jr. like the 6th man? What the hell? Send him like, bro, they always fix him and then fuck some up, son. They say the deep blues don't react no more. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Since that patch that came out.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set.
You about to see that.
And off we go here on EA Sports.
But I ain't trying to let go, no, man.
Right, Smart loses the football.
God.
What a brutal way to start the
It's
game. You're
hard.
thinking of
I
getting the ball,
know.
getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg,
But
it is
I
a
ain't
full
trying to
loss
let
on
go,
the opening
my
kickoff.
man.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you
Fuck,
could
I need a
possibly dream of.
job,
And what you do
bro.
now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend the short field right
Y'all be letting me.
And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down.
In this heart, I know.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
How's my tackle going behind the fucking running back?
Here comes
That'd be
third
my
and
question with this
6.
shit. Give me a run.
Here's Brady.
Hmm.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every play.
That tackle really messed us up, bro.
Even though that ball falls incomplete,
I don't know what he
it
was
goes a
doing.
long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response.
He went the opposite direction.
He'll take it at the
Who
12.
would have known I beat
Nah,
the streets
Darnell
from
Mooney was
turning
getting
life?
sold in
This will work out
fucking
quite well. He'll get it all the way
Chicago.
out to the
Oh my
30-yard
lord,
line.
he
That
routed
dude,
Jalen
man, I had
Ramsey
him
right
right
here.
here. The no drop line. I don't know.
Look
I
at these
don't know.
Look at these, bro. This
He was
is.
kill. He was flaming in Chicago. I had him when he played for Chicago.
Here's
For
first
Yeah,
sure.
and
that's
10.
what, bro. Look at these route, bro.
Whenever I had a ball.
Oh,
Cousins going to throw to start things.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
The ball's out. And the
Yeah,
Nigga said
bro.
prime Darnell Mooney was crazy.
Let me sit the fuck up. Boy, that's
Nigga
how
said
bad I'm
realistically,
feeling.
if Mooney had a good QB during those years, he'd have been a top 3, 5 in the league.
That's how bad I'm feeling, boy. Ooh, wee. We had a game where we couldn't hear it.
he's
Mm-hmm.
to the cut to the
They
ball.
must have buffed them bitches.
One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with
Them
how good
booms
these
must,
receivers are. After the catch, they're
This
so
nigga done
eager to
this.
pick up that extra yardage.
booms must be booms,
Sometimes
huh?
they don't completely put the ball away.
Nah,
Oh my
Jalen got
god.
lost. He bumped Jalen
Oh
Ramsey
my god,
long
he
as
gonna
fuck.
score.
That was nasty.
A big
Oh
hit.
my god.
Jalen Ramsey right there was nasty.
And he's going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score.
Yeah, man.
Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum.
That's how we
Here you
come
not
in,
only
bro.
lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this
They're
case,
so
that's where
bad, man.
coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've
Oh,
got
they
to
must
get
be
this
clearing
ball
shop
into
then,
the
huh?
flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Damn, my kicker had 235 points. Sheesh.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here he
Real
is,
D, huh?
Tyreek Hill back to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Phone on D&D, I don't feel like talking.
Now Brady
Girl.
looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. Off the play fake. Here's Brady. He's going to let it go. Deep for Chase.
Whoa, boy. Up this.
Jamar Chase. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this
They
is
ain't even get on offense, you know?
this far in the air. They teach you, don't look back, look up.
Always
That's
fumble.
where the ball will be. And in this
Ronnie gonna run, bro. I can't wait till I get that Denzel award, son. I can't wait. I just need two more, bro. The police. When they drop it in there, damn, I gotta wait till the same. I'm trying to get that ball right now. Well, not much you throw. That boy said yo put flowers on the killer grill. Oh, it's a pass, bro. Oh my god, I do. Wow. I'm saying so why the deep blues be coming down though, like
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment.
Rather be getting the playoffs, bro. We got Rather be getting the playoffs, bro. I don't know, but I need BYU to lose.
They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
Defensive takeaways we forced
They will indeed
3
go
plus
as they
turnovers
look
in
to
3
convert.
straight road games in the first half.
Incomplete. They took a chance
Since Moby
throwing
Dick
it on
was
fourth
Curtis,
and
you
short,
said that.
but not
I
to be.
can't believe you
And
said
they'll
that,
turn
Curtis.
it
That
over
sound
on
like me.
downs.
I ain't never putting
Curtis,
it on.
road wins back to back, 27-point road wins
I thought you
for the
said
first
don't do
time
it because you ain't.
since I had a curve.
Run up the middle. It's
Curtis, you
away.
tripping, man.
And that one is closed down in the
You
backfield.
tripping,
What a
big man.
defensive play.
This is the first time we won 3 straight games on the road
After the loss
since
of 3,
Shadrach,
it is
Meshach, and
2nd and
Abednego
13.
was spotted. We've had 2 of the largest and 3 top 5 road wins in the last 19 years this season. That sounds like you.
Incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it's going to be third down.
This campus is unbelievable. Few of us walk around it every day. And I was just talking about how beautiful it is. And I've never seen a
Inside.
grass, but the grass is always manicured. So I'm wondering, do they do that? Like, when do they do that? I'm serious. So as we were talking about that, a guy stops in his car in front of us, gets up, shakes my hand, and he's the guy that knows grass. As I was just saying that. So hats off to him. God bless you. We have one of the best landscapes and just department that takes care of grounds. Because these grounds are impeccable. And I walk daily around this campus.
No.
And it's just beautiful. And I never see one blade of grass out of just out. And I see like several lakes that I need to do a deal with a bass company so I could put some bass in the lake so I could fish, on campus. But it's flat out beautiful. I just wanted to share that moment. All right, let's get going.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? We just spoke with Jordan Seaton, and he just emulates so much maturity, and he's had such a great season so far. When you watch him as you've seen him grow this season, what have you seen from him, and how do you feel like he's going to, build a future here at Colorado?
This is what we expected from Jordan. I don't know why you're surprised when some kids get that 5-star beside their name and they don't live up to expectations. But
Oh, you talking about Kamani?
you do your background on him.
Kamani called him
You
a
talk
pick
to
six last week,
family
though.
members, people that knew him coming up and understood what makes him who he is. He's
They
kind of
called
like
him
a
a
can't
pick
miss
six
when you do
last
your
week.
due diligence and your homework and you put him in the right situation. That he don't need to be great, he just needs to be him. And having veterans around him, upperclassmen,
What the fuck that mean?
mold him and take
Bro,
him
Brown
to
be
the
talking
next
about
level,
him.
then having the
You
tremendous
be
friendship and
sugarcoating. You don't
relationship
gotta
that he
be
has
great.
with
You gotta be
Shador,
him.
which he's invested.
Yeah.
Like, not only do I not want to play bad and give up a sack, but I don't want them to touch my boy. That's a whole different thought process. So I'm glad and I'm
Why they
thankful
leave John
that
everybody again?
he chose us. God bless his uncle, who played a vital role into helping him make that wonderful decision. But Jordan is, he's exactly who we thought he would be, and then some, especially in the classroom and off the field, in his practice habits.
Hi, Coach Adams, Tiger 24/7 Sports. Just hoping for an update on Travis and how he's doing and kind of how this week looks for him.
Travis is better than last week. I think he'll have more productivity because he's feeling much better than last week. And you can just tell with his little giddy up and the way he goes about life, a little more pep in his step today. I think he did some conditioning today for sure to make sure he's on point with his conditioning because he never tires, and we want to keep that what it is. But I think he will certainly contribute a lot more than he did a week ago because he's healthier.
Are you drowning in payday loan debt? Have you taken up multiple payday loans and are unable to pay them back? Then listen to this message closely. A recently announced payday loan forgiveness program is allowing Americans with payday loan debts to be forgiven. Hey, Coach Jake Schwartz, how you doing? Good, man. How you doing?
Excellent.
You guys have a lot of recruiting momentum right now. I'm just curious what your message is to those recruits out there.
My message don't change, regardless of your record, regardless of what you guys may think of the program. The messages don't change. We're a team full of opportunities, and when we go out and get guys from high school, we have an expectation of them to play. We really want them to play. We don't want to put them on the back burner or sit them down and put them on the bench. We want them to play so they can see that. They can see where they fit. There's a certain ratio that we want from the portal as well as from high school and so forth, that we have that balance. I can't tell you that right now because it's all how it plays out, because you're going to lose probably 2 to 3 or maybe 5 unexpected players that may jump on you in the portal. But you got to be prepared for that. So you factor that in as well. We kind of know what we're doing. I know it didn't seem like we did early on, but we've been doing this for a while. We're building teams ever since.
Oh, that's me.
Youth level that went and made something out of nothing in the hood in Dallas. So we kind of know how to work the landscape a little bit. And now it's coming to pass, and we're excited about it. But yes, winning does help with recruiting, the overall thought process of people joining something that's already successful. People don't want to join something that's failing. They want to join something that's successful. So with the continued success, we pray that we do a better job in recruiting as well. But you can't measure us by how many we pull out of high school. Why would you pull 30 kids out of high school when 30 kids are not going to play? I know last year we may have played arguably the most freshmen in the Big 12, or probably in the Pac-12 a year ago. And right now we've had up to 3 starters that were freshmen on the field at one time this year. So I think we do a tremendous job of getting those guys involved when they can handle the expectation.
Hey, Coach Brian Howard from the camera. It seemed like just a few weeks ago we were talking about your front was on defense was playing well, not getting those sacks. Now they're leading the Big 12. What has kind of flipped for that group where they're starting to get to the quarterback?
The practice habits, film study, preparation, them receiving the coaching that administers to them each and every day, them understanding what we want, really just throwing their hands up and saying, I'm going to do it your way. Our way ain't working, I'm going to do it your way. And it's working. When you have a skilled defensive play caller, when you have 2 defensive line coaches that have come out of the NFL, and one is a Hall of Famer. When you have guys that actually want it, and they gotta understand, man, let's do our jobs and they're gonna come. Stop thinking about you. Resist the opportunity to become selfish and just play the scheme and watch what happens. And they understand that now. So you should see more. I think we missed 5 sacks last week, and we weren't proud of that. So what they're doing right now, we're not going to put baby powder on their chest and pat them down like they're baby. We're not going to do that. We expect that. We expect them to be where they are right now. We expected that several weeks ago. They're just now meeting our expectation that we have for them.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
That's a good fit.
Good, sir.
Just curious, early thoughts on Cincinnati this week.
Cincinnati's
Put
great.
Cincinnati.
They're playing really good football. If you match up statistically, we're kind of right there with one another. Our defense may have the edge just a little bit, but offensively, they have a lot more balance with running and passing the football. I like what they're doing. They're not flashy. It's not a sexy thing, but they get
Trying to make
the
the
job
fucking
done.
tackle,
And
son.
I love the way they attack. I love the way they get to the ball. I love what they're accomplishing this season.
Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Tyreek now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Brady to throw. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just
And being on national television, yeah, we can argue with the time, but we're still appreciative and thankful, I'm sorry. But it is what it is. I mean, you got to change the schedule. You got to prepare the kids because we practice in the morning. So now we got to do body adjustments, time adjustments, sleep adjustments for our young men so that they could start off fairly quickly. We hadn't started off quick in the night games because of that schedule. We fared better in day games because that's who we are. But we plan on making adjustments this week to make sure we get the proper sleep, the proper rest, and we're ready and prepared for kickoff, regardless of whatever time it is.
Hey, Coach, I'm Pat Graham, Associated Press. Last year when you guys got for the fast start, it was, took the world by storm, and everybody was talking about you. This year, it just seems kind of more like a quieter 5-2 start. Is that by design? Or you just basically show you and not talk about it?
I don't think you design yourself to be 5-2. You design yourself to be 7-0. If we're gonna design, we're gonna order it like that's what we want. No, we're
opposing sideline. They're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that
Race together, build together. Lego McLaren playsets.
But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be
we've earned what we are. We actually feel like we're
Oh,
because we're just starting to see the fruit of
nigga
the
make
work
a good
and the
play.
understanding of the expectation
Yeah,
that we
fuck
have
it.
for ourselves. Forget what others have of us, but what we have for ourselves. And, not that I'm looking back, but dropping the last one at home was tremendous. And we could be in a much better place, but we control our own destiny, and we like that. So we're going to apply pressure not only to our own team, not only to the coaches, but we're going to apply pressure to the opposing teams because we want to win out. And we cannot do that without winning Saturday.
Coach, how are you? Troy Finnegan, CU Sports Report. That's 3 straight road games now where you guys have played 3 of the most complete games since you've been here. Is there something about this group that likes going and playing in hostile environments?
We like to be booed and they say it and hate it. That turns us on. It turns us on. It's kind of sexy, matter of fact. That's how I felt when I played. I mean, I love to be on the road and get booed and they say it and hate it on it. I think we like being the underdogs and we like being those type of people. Not that we don't look at the betting line or whatever. Underdogs meaning on the road away from home. But we like that. We like that. We really do.
Just a couple of points today. First would be, since situations have popped up over the last 3 or 4 games or so, where you've been faced with 4th down decisions, like you were 4th and 10.
I overdid it.
Can you kind of take us kind of behind the scenes of what your thought process is on some of those? Because some of them go against what analytics would say.
Who is the guy named Analytics?
His statistics.
It doesn't matter.
Sure.
I don't know what he looks like. Is he a winner? Is he wealthy? Is he broke? I don't know what he looks like. You got to know your team. Forget analytics, bro. You got to know your team and what they're capable of. Sometimes it's just self-explanatory. I wasn't a math major in college, but I was pretty smart. But I'm not going to sit there and do mathematics on the sideline. So when you see a flag on our sideline, that means we get the
That's a
ball right there,
first.
Monica, kick it from there. That's what that means to me. I ain't got time to be adding 40 plus 7 plus 2. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time. So when we get to that, if we had got to that flag, we probably going to go for it. Because punting, what does that do? It give you an extra 15 yards? That's stupid. Give you extra 20 yards? That don't make sense. So, especially with the quarterback we have and the offensive skill set that we have. And sometimes we go for it. Sometimes, no, I don't like the momentum. I don't like the feel. I don't like the conversation I just heard. I don't like it. Let's get out of it. Let's punt the ball. And sometimes we may have a call coming in that I see we had a call last week. It was a zero coverage, and I see a strong safety on their best receiver. Timeout. See, you guys don't hear all that and see all that stuff. Like, hey, yeah, timeout. I don't like that. I know what's about to happen right here. So it's a feeling, and it's on me. When we succeed, I like everyone else get the credit for it. But when we fail, I don't mind taking it because it's on me.
The other one I have for you today is you went out this offseason and hired, some new members of your coaching staff, but several of them had not technically had that job title before.
Who's that?
Robert Livingston.
He's a pro. He's a pro. I think his pay grade, what he brought to the table was above that job title.
That's true. But I guess my point was is just from an experience standpoint of having done it.
Experience of being a pro football coach in the NFL and a college coordinator. A pro football coach and a college coordinator. Not only a pro football coach, a defensive back coach of the NFL. Think about who he's coaching in the NFL. To be able to control his room, to be able to have that voice and me to talk to like a kid, like a son to be Adam Pac-Man Jones. Tell me how he handled the room. And he validated some Mike Zimmer and Marvin Lewis and so forth who validated him. Shoot, that's a no-brainer, man.
I think my question was, it's not just him, right? Bill hadn't done that before technically yet either. How have you felt this Coach Lovehold?
See, the thing about it, just because they don't have a title, that don't mean they wouldn't have made.
I just meant from a title perspective.
I ain't with that.
I ain't with that. Fact, dude.
I ain't doing their job. Somebody else is doing it. All right? As well as many people, right? That's just how life is. The title does not constitute the job. So I just want you to know that in life now. So we do our homework and understand this guy may not have the title, but he did all the work. So you got to go do a little deeper research on what we did with these young men. Even with Sapp ain't never been a better coach.
And so I guess my point
goes right here.
What's that, Max?
How proud of you are of them, of the staff, of your hires, 7 games through the season?
Tremendously. But we're not near where we want to be. Because,
Hey, like how the fuck, bro? We trying to get a bowl, bro.
When we're not getting the job done, a kid will only do what you allow. So when we have those positions that are not playing up to the standard, that's on the coaches and that's on me. So we gotta make sure we handle that. And we got a bunch of guys that are like-minded that can handle it. And I love it. I love pro football coaches.
For basically, bro. Basically.
But I'm a pro guy. I like those pros. I really like those guys that came from that level because we kind of connect a little better. They kind of understand what I want, what I desire, how I think a lot better than at the collegiate level. A lot of college coaches, they're wonderful coaches. I mean, phenomenal. I can't hold some of their jocks. But some of them rely on scheme. Pros rely on man to consummate the scheme. College coaches really rely on a lot of schemes sometimes that they brought over. Let's play this scheme. No. You got to get the men to buy into what you're trying to not sell them, but place them in those responsibilities that they can handle. And sometimes the collegiate level don't do that. They just so bent over on what they bring to the table instead of understanding you got a room full of guys that don't do that. You may need to change a little bit and allow them to be who they are. How you doing, Ted?
Doing good. How about you?
Good.
Good. Okay. Taylor Swift, Sports Illustrated. Just wondering if you had any more time like this late in the season just to reminisce on playing with your boys and their college career with Shiloh, Bucky, and makes it all.
That's not easy. If I start reminiscing about that, it'll start, going the other way on me. I start thinking about the end instead of thinking about we're just getting started. But we talk about it some. We don't talk about it a lot. We think about it some. We don't think about it a lot. It just so happens that when I was making a walk last week, Shiloh joined in. That was the first time he ever did that. Usually he wanted his individual time, his individual prayer, his individual everything. But he joined in, and Junior was right behind us filming it, and somebody captured all three of us,
That is hard, though, son. I ain't lying.
I'm like, I gotta have that picture. That has to go up on the crib, in the crib in Texas.
That's
Like,
hard. That nigga got
So
his
that was a
son.
beautiful moment. And we
That's
treasure
hard.
those moments. We really do.
I think he was on the clock.
Race together, build together. Lego McLaren playsets.
Hey, Coach Tyler King.
How you doing, Tyler?
I want to ask specifically about Shane Cokes. Obviously, he's a guy that has been here throughout your entire tenure.
Watch out.
One of the
Watch
guys
out.
we talked about very early on in the
Watch
first
out.
spring you got here. How valuable has he been in just the turnaround the defense has made from last year to this year and where you guys are at this point?
Shane is a staple. Shane is
I ain't lying. That bitch Shane do be
consistent. Shane is going to watch probably the most film of any defensive lineman. Shane is going to be where he's supposed to be. He's going to do what
That's
he's
the
supposed to
problem.
do. He kind of corrals all the
Fucking side,
guys
bro.
up
They
front
keep
and make
Shiloh in the
sure
box,
that
bro. He
he's doing the
good, bro.
necessary
I
things
would
that he need to
rather
do for us to be
Shiloh
successful.
in the
He
box.
is who he is. What I wish, I want
Soon
him
as
to be
he
a little
get
more
to
relentless,
talking about he the
a
free
little more like
safety,
selfish. If you would ask, like a little more,
he the anchor of
just
the
go get it.
defense.
Just leave it.
He know what he capable of. Hey, pretty.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
When you losing, bro.
Jimmy, like that. Jimmy wants to get in when he fit in, but everybody, including scouts, know the value of Jimmy Horn. Just because he's not receiving 10 balls at a time, that does not mean he's not valuable, because a lot of digs that we're getting is because Jimmy just cleaned out the house.
I'm about to say, that dude a fucking threat, bro. Why you think that shit be looking like that?
Other guys, so Jimmy do a lot of the grunt work.
That's all it be, son.
We had him on a couple screens last week where we were successful. We missed a block here and there.
I don't think niggas be real, like, analysts really don't be realizing, bro. Jimmy ain't getting a lot of touches, but him just being out there, bro, he really be off everybody, bro. Cause you got a double nigga.
I love everything about him. I love the way he practices. When he touches the ball on special teams, he's going to make a big play. That's what we start utilizing on the punt return a lot more, because every team we play kicks the ball out of the dirty end zone. We got to figure out why we're not kicking the ball out of the dirty end zone. But Jimmy is phenomenal. Love everything about him. Love who he is as a man. Not drinking, not smoking. He don't party or club much. I mean, he's a good kid, and I love him to life. And I'm going to make sure he gets to the next level. Excuse me? Yeah, Jimmy's great. Yeah. How you doing, sir? Also,
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
That cool.
This one taken
No
at
cap.
the 7. And he is stopped
Your morning motivation. I got mine. Get yours.
begin
The messages I'm really looking forward to. You gonna come back with it? Because I've been lacking. I said I'm messing up every morning. You better check your gram. I don't miss
Yeah,
Monday through
him,
Friday.
man.
My message is consistent. I don't work on weekends. Like I'm doing something else. Go football coach.
Bait. Oh my god. That's a fucking bait.
picked off by
4:50 a.m. until probably 7 a.m. So it's there. Right.
chance to extend their lead.
There's no position on the field,
Who you got for the World
let
Series?
alone any sport.
I don't care about no World Series.
Doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions
reach in the refrigerator when you get in your car, and before you get to wherever you're going, do you say, Lord, I thank you? Don't forget who's responsible. How can you miss that one? There you go. Yeah, that one. I think 27,000 other people got it, my friend.
Hey, Coach Scott Proctor.
How you doing, my man?
How you doing?
Good.
I'm doing well. Each of the top 4 running backs, I believe, have got a chance to start, and I think you said that that's by design. You think that's only fair?
Yes.
Is that something you expect to continue to happen?
Well,
or is that a
you
situation?
won't want them to jump out and stand shoulders above the others. We're going to go back with the big fella again this week. The one who started last week. I called him 2-3. Give me a name. You know how I am. I forget everybody. I can't remember Neely's name right there. Right, Neely? Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, Naples franchise player. He hits it. He's physical. He runs downhill. He's not second guessing, trying to bounce to the outside. And at times we need that. There's different schemes and different approaches for different teams. This team we're gonna need because they 3-man front, they may drop bait on us, to stop the pass game. We're gonna need to gash it. And the big fella, he does not hesitate. He's downhill and he's going and he wants it. I mean, he wants it like all the rest of them. But one has an ankle, one has a hamstring, and Charlie is Charlie, Old Faithful, like the little engine that could. He just putting away. He doing his thing. So, but Gustavs, he's going to get to start again this week.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. God bless you all. Appreciate you.
Do you want to see?
I'm just saying, ESPN bet, Nassim Green, Steven's A-list. Why can't I have a cool sounding featured bet?
Like what?
Molly's Money Lines. They call me the queen of money lines.
Do they call you that?
They should. Get up to $1,000 in bonus bets with the first bet reset on ESPN Bet.
Jaylen Brown. It's not so much that he's underrated. It's that he's just not liked because of his quote, "I am better than you" attitude. He knows it. It's the same reason he is not as marketable as he should be. That's what an NBA source just sent me. I don't know that to be the case. I like Jaylen Brown. I know a lot of people that like Jaylen Brown.
All right, so those were the comments of our Stephen A. speaking on the unnamed source that called Jaylen Brown unmarketable. Brown went on to win the NBA title and Finals MVP yesterday. He sat down with SA on the Stephen A. Smith Show and discussed his issues with sources. Listen up.
I feel like since this all kind of happened on your platform, I wanted to send a message to you, to them.
Right.
Because you're only the person that knows who the source is. And I basically wanted to say to them that I think it's cowardice. I think historically, unnamed sources have attacked some of our greats. And we are not responsible for what they lack in design. Frankly, they can call all their buddies, they pals, and friends from all over the world, all the unnamed sources, and they can shove it where they got it from. Whether they think I'm marketable or not, I walk with God. I'm gonna be me and stand with my community in this life and the next, and that's my journalistic integrity.
All right, joining us
Facts
now
though,
as well, Windhorse there, Shams Charania. Shams, so nice to meet you. We haven't met in
I don't know, you
person,
can't
but
hate JB,
welcome to
bro.
the show.
Trying to
Welcome to
bring
the
that
team.
black,
I think you were on
black,
actually when it was off, but you know what I mean.
know.
All right, Stephen A., let's dive in. Obviously, much respects to Jaylen Brown for sitting down with you as a man face to face. What more can you say about what he had to say?
Well, listen, I thought that he had, I got where he was coming from in terms of his points. I certainly am proud that I had him on my show, on my platform, the Stephen A. Smith Show. And he had an opportunity to express his thoughts. He's highly intelligent, incredibly accomplished, just a brilliant brother all the way around and a decent person. And so the point that I was trying to make to him, you have a lot of people that complain about sources, and I think, Shannon, it's appropriate on this particular day to have two guys sitting next to me. This man has been covering the NBA for us for years. Shams, we're proud to have you on as a part of the team. Guess what? Journalists don't reveal their sources, and in today's generation, people will try to act like well, you know what, you're making it up, or you don't really have sources. Well, damn it, do you say that about people who cover the White House?
You say that about people who cover government. You say that about people who cover Wall Street. Well, the same is applicable to sports. And I don't know anybody more qualified than two people sitting directly next to me to really illustrate and emphasize that. You got sources all over the place, the both of you. I've never heard either one of you tell people, this is our source. All right? It doesn't work that way. And so there was somebody that texted me that day that said that about Jalen. But what they were saying is they weren't saying he was unlikable. They weren't saying he wasn't a great guy. They weren't saying that he wasn't made of championship metal. They were saying that Madison Avenue looks at him that way because of all that comes with him. And as a result, that might be getting in the way of all the things that he is after. And that was what I took a moment to explain to him. And I think that over the course of the conversation, he agreed that that's how he might be looked at. He knows it's unfair and wrong, but nevertheless, throughout our history, people who are educated, articulate, highly intelligent, very accomplished, and not easy to manipulate by any stretch, sometimes have a problem with Madison Avenue. I don't think that's breaking news.
Yeah, and also, here's the thing. He did have an Adidas deal when he came out. Number 3 pick coming out of Cal. He had an Adidas deal. That deal was not renewed. And then he had a long period where he had no shoe deal at all. And yesterday, as part of this conversation, which I encourage everybody to listen, he attacked the shoe industry. He attacked Nike, attacked Adidas and the industry. It's because he says that kind of stuff. He's proud of it. He shouldn't back down from it, but that's part of the reason why people feel that way. But also, you know what I love about this? When you're the champ, when you win at the highest level, when you go to the mountaintop, it's so hard to get there, and certainly it was for him.
Yes.
Talk your talk.
That's right.
When you are on top,
he's earned it.
You have the absolute right to say whatever you want, especially him. Like, if he wants to be upset that he doesn't, what was said by that source, fine. If he wants to be upset that he wasn't on Team USA, fine. He should. He was Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He was NBA Finals MVP. This is the time that he should be able to say these things.
Go ahead, Shams.
I feel like everyone around the league, they respect Jaylen Brown. I mean, he came to you, and he really wanted to sit down with you and spend time with you. And I think people do have a lot of respect for the way he approaches just off the court, how he handles things. He's very creative. Like, he's not going to duck anything. He's going to approach you, whether you're a teammate, whether you're a guy on the other side.
Absolutely.
And I think you have to give Jaylen Brown this credit. He's really built himself into the star that he's become. You think about just 2 off seasons ago, I did reporting on it at the time. The Celtics offered Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and a first-round pick for Kevin Durant. That trade did not happen, obviously.
My God, I did not know that.
The trajectory of this league, if that deal happened, where would the Celtics be in that situation? Obviously, with Jaylen Brown's career, where would he be? And you're looking at Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown now, them staying together.
Elite 10.
I mean, this duo will have a chance for the next 3 to 5 years, as long as they remain committed to each other like they are. And there have been times where they could have splintered and went the other way, but Jason Tatum stand Jaylen Brown at a time where it was shaky at different points, and they kept Jaylen Brown. And now I think this duo has a 3 to 5 year window where every year they're going to enter as favorites.
By the way, Jaylen Brown turns 24 years of age. I'm sorry, turns 28 this Thursday. The 24th. Go ahead, Shannon.
Let's Hero Price help you invest and save for opportunities ahead. With solutions that have delivered strong